What happened last week? Houston!
Oh yeah! Oh my god! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We had our matches against the Philadelphia Fusion and also the Shanghai Dragons.
Let's bring out their opponents, though, ladies and gentlemen. A big hello for the second time in this stage to the Houston Outlaws. Evasion abilities, but it doesn't start well. The fight that is Dante finding Boombox to open things up. All three supports from Philly are taken out of the fight straight away. All as quickly as he could, but out the big EMP. Boombox caught straight away. Sato can't do much about this one either. He'll be taken down by Dante, who's been left to run riot in the back line. He wants to go for Neptuno there, but the rest of his team helps clean that up. And the Houston Outlaws have stayed in control this entire time, and that is a ballsy 1v1 to take from Linkson. Tactical visor in. The Fusion are trying to avoid him here, but they don't really have anywhere to run, and Neptuno's caught him in there. That's great for Linkster! Perfect opening, perfect finish! Now Coalescence, the least optimal support ultimate to have, but still going to help in a pinch. Muma goes down. Bit of extra damage from Boombox, definitely goes a long way. That's the sound barrier now folded in to that group of support ultimates. With Boyd being removed from the fight, Philadelphia Fusion look to avoid him back up. The Outlaws, they got forced off of their damage dealer focus composition, and now Philly get to play the game they want to play.
I personally felt like we came in severely underprepared, more underprepared than any match that we have like in the Overwatch League ever.
And he's looking for it, but the Fusion had slippery Poco, though almost gets caught out. He goes very low, that's the transcender. So Raucus, he goes for it first. Boombox hold on to his for the time being. And there's a massive shatter from Sato there, man. Oh, Poco! Yeah, the nail driven in, but Poco was the hammer on top. Neptuno taken down by the self-destruct of Dante, but it's not enough for the Outlaws here. A big shatter from Muma. Can they turn this around? Sound barrier now for Dante. Muma points also there. Getting rid of EQO, he would be huge, but Sato, what a massive charge to take Point out of the fight, despite the sound barrier being present. What a big turnaround. And the Philadelphia Fusion hold down the fort. Now we're into overtime, but Raucus and Ahan don't get there.
We prepared a lot for like Vancouver and then did not prepare for the next week at all. And that's how I feel personally. Maybe that wasn't like the exact reason, but I felt like we were severely underprepared for what they were gonna do and only thought about what we wanted to do.
And that play is set up by Sato, and Sato jumps onto Raucus here. That actually breaks the line of sight from all of the supports of the Houston Outlaws on a cool mat. He gets D-maxed.
Oh, Muma going down now, not a good sign for the Outlaws. The Fusion halved and they puffed and finally brought them down. Where's the rest of the backup here for the Houston Outlaws? Unfortunately, the answer is they're all sat in the front row and they don't have mice and keyboard right now. Raucus has been taken down and that'll do it. Now another Transcendence comes out from the Outlaws. They're going to commit to this fight. They have no choice in the matter. But here comes the Fusion. Here comes Carpe. And they're not looking just to seize the day, but also the win, as Poco's still at his max somehow, and Coolmat gets focused. He and Boyd was split up for the rest of the Outlaws because of Sato's Winston bubble. And now Raucus is going to be chased out as well. Everyone on the Outlaws having to fall alone. Split apart here. The Fusion doing so well and carving them up into 6 different pieces and having them one at a time.
We will make sure that we finish the first round that we face off against you guys.
The Fusion match ended up in a 4-0, and the Dragons match ended up in a 3-0.
We're looking at back-to-back 100-0 Shanghai Dragons. OT gonna be taken away. The Shanghai Dragons have actually done it in the face of adversity. Dante going lower and lower. The EMP gonna be coming through again. They chase forward. Dink gets himself a double. The sweep comes in as Coolmac gets cleaned up on the point, and that will be the full hold. But the kills are coming through. The Shanghai Dragons halting them right here in front of the finish line, giving them a taste of victory, and then snatching it out right from underneath of them. The OT will tick down, and the Shanghai Dragons will take Junkertown. They've already taken the set, but they'll close it out with a 3-0.
We could have won.
We could have like lost Junkertown and still won. Like that's how easy this match.
We could have won hard. We actually could have won hard. We could have won Anubis. We could have won
by the world.
I feel like a lot of the things we did to practice and get ready for that match, we kind of beat ourselves before we even got onto the stage.
You, like, as a player, like, you always have to be extremely confident in what you're gonna do, regardless of like any scenario, any team you're playing against. We never thought that what we were doing wasn't gonna work, otherwise we wouldn't have done it. Anyone expected really to lose, but if we came in underprepared, then we should expect to lose, like, realistically.
The main thing I took away from Season 1 of the Overwatch League is that the matches are so close together and there's so many of them. There isn't really a lot of time after matches to really be too upset. There's also there's not even enough time to be happy about wins, so you can't really be frustrated about losses because, I mean, we just came off those 2 rough losses and it's already right back into practice.
I think every loss matters more now. We're currently 3-7, and it's just like it's very hard to make playoffs as it is because there's 28 games, and to think that we've already played 10 of our games, so that means we have 18 more left. That means we have to go extremely positive in our future games if we want to actually make the playoffs, which is what everyone's aiming for. There's no better time to fix the issues than now. Like, we can't wait until next stage, so, you know, we have to fix everything now. Every day is like an uphill battle that we need to climb and grind. I think everyone's confident in doing it. It's just we need to put it in the work hours. We need everyone to be on the same page, and that's like one of the hardest things, especially in a meta like GOATS, because you can't have one player in a different mindset. And I feel like right now we have split mindsets about how the game should be played, and we need to be all on the same page if we want to, you know, work together and win.
Last time we were in Texas for the signing tour, that was probably even my #1 fondest memory of like Outlaws Overwatch League so far was our signing tour in Texas, getting to meet so many fans and getting to see like the lines and lines of people like coming to have us sign things, just take pictures with us and like give us gifts and stuff, and like that was definitely my fondest memory of like Overwatch League so far. So the away game I'm looking forward to a lot.
I'm excited for Texas, and the only reason why, I guess it's not the only reason why, but in the past, before Overwatch League, there was like LAN events. It was like I played at E-League, I played at MLG Vegas, I played in the World Cups. Those are really fun too, because you get to go somewhere and you get to perform somewhere else that isn't like the same place over and over. And it's like it feels like a tournament, if that makes sense. Like right now we're in the league play, so league play doesn't really feel like a tournament unless you're in like the stage playoffs. But like during the league, it's just like you're playing another match for the grand scheme of things, you know, to come. But the tournament play is so exciting because it's like you're in a big crowd, you know, people are there for a limited time event, and you're just gonna perform your best and like put on a show. So everyone's like super excited going into this because it's like the first time for us really as a team that we got to go into this, you know, go into like a new thing. I mean, we didn't make the grand finals last year, but like London and Philadelphia got to do that, and that must have been so exciting for them. The thing I'm excited about is that we get to play in Texas in front of our fans. I know we'll be in Dallas, but I'm sure there's gonna be tons of Houston fans there because it is the first, you know, Texas event. And let me just say, every time we go to, you know, every time we've played against Dallas, even in LA, there's always more Houston fans. So I'm excited for that.